The background as to what happened with you?
Well, first of all, euthanasia is not funny, so I would never purport to be laughing at it or getting other people to laugh. It's not funny, is it? It's horrible that anyone would be in a position they'd want to contemplate that, and I was. In 2013, I was diagnosed with a rare disease that's incurable, and I was going through some pretty severe symptoms, you know, excessive dislocations across the body, jaw, hip, every morning. It was barbaric and like some sort of horrific torture, you know, and there was nothing anyone could do. I was taking excessive amounts of morphine, I was doing the right things, and it wasn't working. And eventually when they said, we don't know what to do, I didn't know what to do. And for me, and this is probably the bit that shocks most people, I have 2 children, and I can remember at 4 o'clock one morning, it all happening, paramedics rushing into the house, my 6-year-old looking terrified, and then I realised he was scared of me, and I don't know which hurt more then, the dislocation or that, you know, and I just kept thinking, I can't guarantee it's ever going to go away.
So it became a real option for you then?
I just wanted I wanted them to have a childhood that didn't have constant suffering, and I know some people go, well, if you'd have done that, that's exactly what they would have had, but they were living it with me. Do you know what I mean? They were living it with me. And who wants to do that to your child? We don't have children to do that.
But in the end, was it the children that made you realise that euthanasia wasn't the answer for you?
I always knew, because I had children, I had a responsibility to try absolutely everything on offer to me. Indian head massage, you know, drinking nettle tea, whatever might have had a chance of working. And so I tried a daily injection called HGH or IGF. And within a few months I saw a marked improvement in my quality of life. I was able to get up, watch Jeremy Kyle. I'm a big fan. Sick girl's hero, he really is. So, as are you, of course.
Well, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Well, and you as well. But if I flirt with you, people might get the wrong idea. And in fact, if I flirt with you, they might go, I'll just not flirt. Sorry.
And look, it raises the point, though, that people who are opposed to euthanasia raise is that people who can be very ill and in an awful lot of pain and not seeing a future, actually there can be a solution around the corner.
I think that you'd have to be a particularly hard person to look in the eye of a terminally ill patient in significant pain, experiencing suffering that you may well not have done, and say to them, I don't believe in it, I believe you should be stronger, I believe you should keep going. And I'm not going to feel it, and I'm not going to be with you through it, but that's what I believe you should do. I think you'd have to be extremely cold to look at someone and tell them they should have more strength.
We're still at a point where, I mean, obviously, you know, it's illegal in this country. It keeps being debated. How important is it? Because we're not at an answer, and won't be for some time. How important is it that we are discussing it, you know, on TV and, you know, in a stand-up show?
Massively. I mean, the show is a confessional piece of comedy, so the comedy's in the detail, you know. I don't laugh at euthanasia and I don't laugh at death. Again, I don't find that funny. The comedy's in the detail, so it might not be funny that I need an emergency injection in my body to live in a crisis, but it probably is funny that my husband draws in biro a cross-section on my left cheek to work out where the needle goes, because he's been told that it's got to be the upper right quadrant, and we didn't realise that a bum had quadrants, you know. So there is comedy in the detail, and I wanted people to come to the show so that they could have a giggle, but learn what might put someone in that state of mind and make it palatable for them. Because you know what? The average person who's living a happy, healthy, normal life doesn't want that in their head, but it needs to be, because it